We are under the lights as the show gets you ready for another edition of Major League Baseball. Tonight, an intriguing matchup between the Cincinnati Reds and the Chicago Cubs. The Reds aim to notch their 7th win in a row right after this. Sam Higawa will be on the mound for the series opener. What's your take on him, Dan?
This guy's one of the most dominant pitchers in the game, and how dominant? Picked up a double-digit strikeout total in his last start, and hopefully he'll bring that A game with him in the ballpark for this one.
Striding in, Michael Jordan. He'll get us started in this one under the lights.
Cincinnati, the center fielder, Michael Jordan.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. And now he'll try to bunt his way on to start the game. And he won't take any chances on that one, as this is scooped away in foul territory for the first strike.
First pitch, 7:07.
Lofted in the air out toward right center. Center fielder giving chase. Oh, and a great diving catch for the first down.
There are two parts to every great catch. One, getting the right route to make the play, and two, hanging on. That was a terrific diving catch by the outfielder.
Now at the plate, Manny Morales, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. And the pitch. A ball and no strikes. Well, guys, as we look at the Cubs coming into play here tonight, they come in playing well. 6-3 over the last 9 ball games, including a victory last time out.
Hey, thanks, Matty V. Hey, D-Row, we've got a couple of teams playing some good baseball right now. Unfortunately, a winning streak for one of these teams is going to end today, but boy, this is a great matchup here.
Yeah, I'm excited to call this one with you two guys. Definitely. The two teams playing top of their game right now, really playing well. Both come in on winning streaks. We're going to see who's able to execute in this one.
In the dirt, it's 3-0 now. Higawa has made a name for himself as a starter that simply misses the barrel of the bat. He rarely allows a large number of hits, and he does a pretty good job at keeping the ball in the ballpark when the hitters do make contact.
Yeah, Matt, and that's not an easy thing to do. I think one of the reasons is he changes speeds really well, and he throws both sides of the plate. One of the keys to missing the barrels, you have to be able to throw inside and throw outside, and he's about as good as it gets in baseball at missing barrels.
The shortstop.
Not everyone feels comfortable pulling the clutch on 3-0 pitch right there, but he stayed within himself, didn't try and do too much, didn't turn and burn, and just hit a nice hard single on a 3-0 count.
To the plate now, Mark Drake. Soft liner to the right side. And that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit. And that runner will go no further than second, as there are 2 aboard now.
The right fielder.
Hey, a little top of the order lightning right here, Dan. The second and third guys in the batting order throw knocks out there, and now you're staring a monster in the face.
D-Row, this is just what you don't want to face as a pitcher, right? You get the 2 and 3 hole guys up, and all of a sudden now it's 4, 5, and 6 going to have to get through the meat of this tough batting order.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Johnny Duncan is in now as he watches a pitch for ball 1. And set up working the plate is Matthew Ross, as you see the rest of the umpiring crew there.
Hey, D-Row, this is a pitcher's best friend. Matthew Ross, very wide strike zone.
Yeah, no excuses from the offense today. You know coming in, when you see the lineup card and Matt Ross is behind the dish, you better be aggressive.
2-0 now. Has a look, now the pitch. Now a pitch swung on and missed. It's 2-1. From the belt, the pitch. Swing and a miss, 2-2 now.
Great pitch in that situation. If he makes contact on that one, more than likely he's hitting into a double play.
The 2-2. Morales on second. Drake is over at first with one away. And a swing and a miss as they got him with the slider there, 2 away.
Big strikeout for the second out there, but he's not out of it yet. We'll see if he can feed off that K, wiggle out the jam, and keep this game tied.
Jolly.
Into the box, Jim Jolly, and he'll quickly send a line drive to center field. That's in there, base hit. And the run will score as the Reds strike first to lead it 1-0.
Boy, when teams are playing well like this team is on a nice little winning streak right here, they strike early in this one to keep the mojo working.
Yeah, Dan, from an offensive standpoint, everyone searches for confidence, and that's exactly what they have right now. Everyone contributing makes for a fun clubhouse.
At the plate, Howard Cronin as he lays off a fastball too low for ball 1.
Tough situation early out on the mound, but if he can limit the damage right here, might build some confidence and get him rolling.
Here's a breaking ball, but it doesn't quite find the strike zone. The 2-0 pitch.
Inside, ball 1.
2 on, 2 out with a base open here as a pitcher. You have to be awful careful. You just don't want to groove something here and give this guy a pitch that he can hit one out of the park on.
Called a strike, and it's full 3-2.
Yeah, I get it. They want to run this guy's pitch count up, but that was a pretty good pitch to hit. He might be kicking himself that he didn't swing at that one.
The payoff pitch. Swing, and oh my. Hit him with the hind. Into the bleachers and gone. So a 3-run shot to left center. First home run of the campaign for him, as the Reds have now taken a 4-0 lead.
Loved a homer in the top of the first inning. Give your pitcher a chance to kind of regroup and gather himself with an early lead.
Stepping in now, Claude Metz.
The third baseman.
As the first pitch here's a bit high, it's ball 1.
He definitely doesn't look himself to start this one, and this lineup needs to be on the attack early and be aggressive and find a way to stay in this game.
Swing and a miss. Looked like the slider there. A ball and a strike. Who jumped the gun a bit on that swing, and he's down 1-2. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
When he's pitching effectively, usually that two-seam fastball is moving quite a bit, but here it's just kind of flat and straight. Could be a big part of the reason why he's getting knocked around.
Here now the 2-2 is taken, ball 3.
Well, giving up hits is one thing, but judging by that last pitch, he doesn't have any consistency with his release point right now. He doesn't know where it's going, and he knows it.
Now the 3-2 pitch. And that's low, ball 4.
What's the saying? When you find yourself in a hole, the first thing you should do is stop digging. Well, the guy on the bump obviously hasn't heard that one.
Into the box now, Roger Casilla. He represents the 8th man to bat here in the first with 4 runs already on the board. From the stretch. Just off the outside, and it's 1-0.
I think this inning could have far-reaching effects in this game. They're really making him work, and unless he dials it in, it's probably going to limit how deep he goes into this game.
Now the 1-0.
2 balls, no strikes.
To me, it looks like he just doesn't trust himself out there on the mound. It's like he's fighting his body on every pitch, and as a result, we're seeing a lot of balls from him early on in this game.
Two-0 count. The pitch.
Ahí.
And he lays off a pitch off the plate and high. 3-2.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. Lots of possible outcomes on this pitch.
Sent on the ground out to second. Taken in by Kipnis. Throw in time, and they stop the bleeding as this side is retired. But 4 runs score in the inning. 3 coming right here on the 3-run home run. Bottom of the first coming up. It's now 4-0 in favor of the Reds. Chris Vina, a right-handed native of the Dominican Republic, will be the starter. What do we need to know here, Danny?
It's not easy as a rookie to go out there and establish yourself, get the off-speed pitches over, and just try to be the same pitcher that you were in the minor leagues. And one of the big keys, not get ahead of yourself.
Stepping up now, Adam Greenberg. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
The center fielder, Adam Greenberg.
The pitch. The 0-1 on its way. Tries to bunt his way on here, but this is a foul ball. Lays off that time, and it's 1-2. Swinging a soft liner. Oh, and he misses it. Well, this is certainly something you never want to see. Perhaps the silver lining here, if there is one, is that got him in the non-throwing arm. So if he had to work his way through this, he probably could, assuming, of course, that there's nothing broken in there. And I think he is indeed planning to give it another go. So now to the plate, Pete Armstrong. And guys, as we take a look at the Reds entering play here tonight, they've run their win streak up to 6 in a row now, and they're really playing some inspired baseball.
Yeah, Matty, this is one of those special moments throughout the course of the season where everyone kind of looks around the clubhouse and takes stock. 6 in a row, you have a chance to rattle off a 7th. You start saying, hey, maybe something special is going to happen this summer.
Good speed at first and good speed with a guy at the dish. Going to be tough to double up these guys. If you're an infielder, got to get rid of it quick.
Nobody out, runner on first. Swing and a miss on what should have been ball 3. Instead, the count goes to 2-1.
It's not easy to get your barrel to a pitch that high. That can be an effective location as long as he keeps it above the letters.
Fouled off. The 2-2. Full count now, 3-2.
Got to believe that runner from first is going to be in motion, especially in this situation. As an offensive player, just hit something hard because those defenders are going to be moving.
And he misses there for ball 4. So runners are at first and second now with nobody out.
Always tough to issue a free pass, but especially troublesome when you give up a single right before that to start the inning. We'll see if he can figure out a way to wiggle out of this.
Now at the plate, Sammy Sosa. He had a homer in the ballgame yesterday afternoon. First pitch coming. Here it is.
1-0.
Big spot right here. Got to find a way to get back in this ball game and scratch a run across.
One and one the count now. From the stretch. Fouled away. First and second here with nobody out. In the air to right center. Duncan has the best view of this one, so he'll take it for the first out.
Batting fourth, the first baseman, Ryan.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Ryan Buckner. He's off to a good start at the plate. The average coming in just under 300. First offering on its way.
Count 1-0.
Starts him out with a changeup off the plate for ball 1.
Hey, he threw that pitch with a purpose to get a double play. Good job to let it go by, though, as a hitter.
Right side. A diving effort here as he gets a glove on it. On the recovery throw is in time to get the out at first. What a heads-up play.
Not a lot you can do with that pitch. That fastball just ate him up inside and gets the soft grounder for the out.
The next Cub up, J.C. Embry, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
More of a comfortable side from the left side. Puts the ball in play. More of a contact hitter from the left side. Might have grown up being a natural left-handed hitter.
Set to deliver the 0-1.
Tough spot to hit here as a hitter. You have a base open, so you have to almost be trying to think like the pitcher. Is he going to try to pitch around me, or is he going to come in the strike zone?
Now the 1-1 pitch. Second and third, 2 away. Look out. That one almost got away from him. 2-2 now.
You know, we'll see him work both sides of the plate with his curveball. Maybe not that far in, but he'll move that pitch around the zone to give it a different look.
Swing and a drive to right. There it goes. And it's gone. So it's a 3-run shot to straightaway right field. Home run number 3 here in the early going as it's trimmed to a 4-3 game now.
As a hitter, that feels so good. The previous pitch ran in on him, trying to get him off the plate. But the next pitch, he mashes it out of here. Goes to show you can't intimidate him.
And as the second baseman, Jason Kipnis, looking to get on base and keep this first inning alive. Here it comes.
Ball 1, no strike.
The 1-0 is taken for ball 2.
Hey, after those 2 breaking balls missed, you have to be sitting on a fastball right here.
And a good comeback fastball there. It's 2 balls and a strike. He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
It's clear he just hasn't been able to find any rhythm out there. Pretty much unable to hit any of his spots, and now he's at 3-1, and he's put him into another great hitting count.
And it's up to a 3-2 full count now.
Hey, I love that pitch right there. Better execution after just giving up an extra base hit.
Now the payoff pitch home. Kipnis takes, and this pitch misses for ball 4. It's a free pass.
Well, it's obvious that earlier home run he gave up is still on his mind. He had him 3-2, but he didn't want to give him anything over the heart of the plate to hit, so we'll see if that walk comes back to hurt him.
And that'll bring in the veteran Ben Zobrist, and he's looking to get it going. Off to a bit of a slow start this year. From the stretch, here's the pitch.
I know these guys have exploded for 3 runs already this inning, but if you think this manager's not going to put his foot on the accelerator, you're kidding yourself. This catcher better be ready. That guy's looking to run at first base.
In the dirt here. And it's not in time as he's in well ahead of the throw. And he'll make it into scoring position here with 2 away, as that'll be scored a wild pitch.
Well, he's just lost complete control of the baseball in this inning. 2 walks and now a wild pitch. You know he's talking to himself in his head, and I can't imagine he's saying any real nice things either.
The 1-1. And this one's in the dirt, and he'll rein it in as the count moves to 1-2. And he lays off it to even the count 2-2.
He certainly has an open base down there, but you don't want your defender standing flat-footed for much longer.
He's set. The 2-2. And pitch number 33 in the inning will be the lucky one, as this is swung on and missed to retire the side. But the Cubs do get 3 on the 3-run home run. Second inning coming up. It's the Reds 4 and the Cubbies 3. Next to hit will be the pitcher, Chris Vina. He'll get to take his first cuts here.
Chris Vina.
And the pitch. First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike. The windup and the 0-1. A softly hit ball here, foul off to the left side, and it's strike 2 now.
Yeah, you could tell he was ready for another fastball, but the pitcher went to breaking ball, and the hitter just fouls that one off.
1-2 the count to the Reds pitcher. The 1-2 is swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
One of the big advantages to pitching ahead in the count if you're a pitcher, because you have to cover both pitches if you're a hitter. You have to cover the off speed and the fastball. And in the 1-2 count, you might be sitting off speed, and what happens? He gets the fastball and he can't catch up to the express.
In now, Michael Jordan. He'll roll over it and send it to shortstop. Gonna be a tough play. Throw, and he's called out on a close play at first.
Up next for Cincinnati, the left fielder, Manny Morales.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Manny Morales. He reached on a single in his first try. And the pitch. Sharp ground ball to third, and that'll just sneak past his outstretched arm, a base hit.
He looked a little bit out in front right there, but he's able to pull that ground ball through the hole for a single.
The shortstop, Mark Grace.
Standing in now, Mark Drake, as he'll take a look at ball one. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. And he comes back with one in there for a high strike. Just got the corner that time with a fastball. Strike two.
He's looking pretty passive here, hitting with a chance to drive and a run. Gonna have to make something happen with 2 strikes now.
Working for the punch out and the offering. Fly ball out toward left center field. And this is into the alley and ought to be good for extra bases. So now they'll have 2 men in scoring position following the 2-out double.
Wow, how quickly things can turn around in this game. He gets the first 2 outs of the inning, and he looks like he's on cruise control, thinking that he'll get out of the inning without even breaking a sweat. But then a single and a double, and now he's stuck with runners on second and third.
To the plate now, Johnny Duncan. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Here's the 1-0. Good fastball as he gets the swing and a miss. Duncan, a native of Tennessee. This is the final year of his current deal, so he'll be a free agent at season's end.
Yeah, Matty, it's going to be interesting to see where this guy lands at the end of this season. A lot of variables come into place. He's had a long career. It's going to be interesting to see if a team steps out past 1 or 2 years for this player. The set and the 2-1 on the ground to the left side.
On to first, and the Reds rally comes up short here as that ends the inning. Reds strand a couple, but they hang on to a 1-run lead, 4-3. In now, Jimmy Grimes. He'll get us going here in the bottom half of the second.
Jimmy Grimes.
First pitch on its way. Strike taken as the curveball drops into the bottom part of the zone. And he'll look at a fastball just off the black, and it's even at 1. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Right fielder is on the run. He gets there to make the play for the first out of the inning.
Batting ninth, the pitcher, Igawa.
Settling in now, Igawa. First delivery to him on the way. Checks his swing, but this pitch is right there for strike 1. Takes a pitch high and away for ball 1. Oh, he rips this one the other way, but caught down there at third. A laser that time, but it'll wind up with nothing to show for it. 2 away now.
Greenberg.
So striding in, Adam Greenberg. Here's the first pitch to him. Try to bunt for a base hit here as he gets this one down. And he won't take any chances on that one as this is scooped away in foul territory for the first strike. Right over the top with that curveball, and it's 0-2. Greenberg has what you'd call elite speed. His legs are a big part of his game on both sides of the scorecard.
This is one tool.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. Some of our nation's young minds and future leaders here in attendance. Yikes. We're back with more on this Monday night after this. Welcome back. Here's Heidi Watney with a report as we get set for the top of the third. Heidi?
Matt, I had a chance to talk about the state of the Reds offense with their manager between innings, and flat out he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. They've already put 4 runs on the board, and they've done so by running up their opponent's pitch count. So he said he thinks they're going to have a lot more opportunities to score because of that as the game goes on.
All right, Heidi, thank you. Top of the third set to get underway, and here comes the first baseman, Jim Jolly. Now here's the pitch.
Count 1-0.
The 1-0 is a fastball in off the plate for a ball.
Hey, always a good idea to take a couple of pitches when you're facing a young arm like this one. And now he's put himself in a real good hitter's count.
Hitter's count. Here's the 2-0 pitch. Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0.
Just a little bit off to start the third now. That's 3 straight balls.
From the windup, the 3-0 pitch. And he lays off there, ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here to begin inning number 3.
Well, that is definitely not the way to start an inning. One thing to give up a walk, but to do it on 4 pitches is pretty alarming. He looks a little thrown off right now.
Trying to pick things up where we left off, Howard Cronin. He went deep in his first at-bat. We'll see what he's got in store for us here.
The last at-bat, Matty V, we heard this guy's a good fastball hitter. He got a fastball and did miss it. We'll see if they pitch him a little bit differently this time and mix in some off-speed pitches.
Now the 0-1.
We got a ball, 1 strike.
Great game plan so far by this offense. They're not chasing any of those breaking balls out of the zone.
A runner at first with no outs here. And he missed with the palm ball, so it goes to 2-1.
Boy, not exactly what you'd like as a pitcher. One of the keys is to minimize your pitches, attack the strike zone early, a lot of deep counts, and working himself into a lot of trouble.
The 2-1. Tried to crush that ball, and now perhaps needs to shorten up with 2 strikes. And another foul ball. Two and 2 count. Here it comes. Now a ball grounded to short. This could be 2. Kipnis on to first, and they get them both.
Made him throw a lot of pitches in that at bat, but he'll take the double play as a trade-off for sure.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Claude Metz. He drew a walk his first time up. Here it comes.
Ball 1, no strike.
The 1-0. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Long run for the right fielder. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire the side. Reds go down quietly, but they hold on to a 4-3 lead. Standing in, Pete Armstrong. He'll lead things off here in this 1-run contest.
No left fielder.
He's ready. Here's the first offering.
Ball 1. Count 1-0.
Drilled to the right side. And a reach to his backhand, but he can't come up with it, and the leadoff man's aboard.
Boy, this has the makings of being a rough day at the office, D-Row. A hit already here in the third inning, and he's already allowed a few runs. He's right back in trouble again.
Yeah, heavy traffic alert, Dan, no doubt about it. That's what you want to do. You want to put the pitcher on the defensive, and early going, the first 2 innings, they were able to do that. Nothing has changed here to start the third.
From the belt, the pitch. Sammy Sosa is at the plate as he takes a cold strike one.
A pretty aggressive pitch right there up in the zone. Surprised he didn't offer at it.
In there, and he's ahead 0-2 now.
2 takes, and now he's down 0-2. I'm not sure, but he may have been taking to give the guy at first a chance to run.
Well outside with the curveball for a ball.
You know, I think he's having a hard time with that curveball right now, and that's part of the reason why he struggled early on in the start. It's so important to have command of those secondary pitches, or hitters just start sitting on the hard stuff.
And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning.
It's always nice to keep a guy that has good wheels off base, and that's just what they did right there. Big strikeout, keep that guy off the base path.
Buckner.
Now a throw over to first, and the runner back in standing. Into the box now, Ryan Buckner, and they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. Runners on first with 1 down. Runners on the move for second. That's a strike to throw down. And it's not in time as he's in well ahead of the throw. So he used the slide step that time, but it didn't make a difference.
Yeah, you can't blame the pitcher on that one. He did all he could do. That was just an impressive show of speed.
Ready with the 1-1. In the dirt, and now let's see. And he's going to make it up to third here as he advances on the wild pitch.
That can be a tough read as a runner on second to see if the ball has gotten away enough to move to third. You have to be sure you can make it. He was there, and now he's only 90 feet away.
The 2-1 home.
Ball 3.
This is where you cash your checks right here. 3-1, you're one of the best hitters in the game. You live for situations like this.
Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. Well, definitely a fastball swing there, but a good time for the changeup. It's full 3-2. A man at third with 1 away. Popped up. Drake waits on it. 2 down.
The batter, number 7, shortstop, J.C. Embry.
So stepping in, J.C. Embry, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third.
And that last at-bat when he went deep, he turned around a pretty good fastball. So I'm kind of thinking this guy's a good fastball hitter. So I might want to move that ball up and down and in and out and try not to throw it right down the middle of the plate.
Back up the middle. A dive, and he knocks it down. And the tying run is in to score from third. It's a 4-4 game.
Hey, sometimes you just got to tip your cap right there. You execute a nice pitch down in the zone, think you're going to get a ground ball or a swing and a miss, and you find yourself with a man on first. Got to regroup.
At the plate, Jason Kipnis. Pitch out. Nothing doing. Now the 1-0, and they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. Now a throw over. Runner back safely. And another throw over. Hitters count. Here's the 2-0 pitch. In there. Now the throw. And it's far too late as he steals second with ease.
Well, they threw over there multiple times thinking he was going to try to swipe that bag, so they were onto him, but he just waited it out and took off when he had the chance. Nice job of base running there.
Ball
3-1.
I'm seeing him aim the ball right now, and that's a trap you fall into as a pitcher when you're not as confident in your stuff as you should be. You got to trust your stuff.
And that misses. Ball 4, so it's first and second now with 2 out.
Yeah, the pitching coach would hate to go to the bullpen this early in the game, but sometimes you have no choice. On the flip side, he might just get in his face a little bit out there, try to challenge him, wake him up from his funk. Either way, we'll see how it works.
At the plate, Ben Zobrist. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one. And we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
Ball 1 to start the at-bat. The 1-0. Pitch is mishandled behind the plate and it bounces away. So now 2 men in scoring position. Runners at second and third with 2 gone. 3-0 now.
It's one thing to get hit around, but it's far worse when you're getting yourself into trouble by not throwing strikes. Every pitcher's been there, but it doesn't make it any less frustrating or unacceptable.
And he gets the call there, 3-1.
Now to 3-1.
And a little self-preservation down at first as he pulls that one in to end the inning. Only 1 in the inning for the Cubs. 3 innings complete, and we are tied 4-4. All set for the start of the 4th, and that'll bring in the second baseman, Roger Casilla. Here's the first pitch to him. And he takes ball 1. Good pitch there down below the zone. Got him to go after it.
Well, it's been a rough one so far. 4 runs through 3 innings. It's about time to get that pitch count down or he won't be out here very long.
A little behind on that swing, and now he'll try to shorten up maybe and protect the plate. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. So a full count now.
You can bet they'd love ball 4 here. That gives the pitcher on deck an obvious bunt situation to move the runner into scoring position.
Now the payoff pitch home. And he lays off there, ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here to begin stanza number 4.
Yeah, and as a starter, the last thing you want to do is let a team answer when your guys just scored a run for you. So he's thinking ground ball right here to try to get a double play and end this threat.
The pitcher, Chris Vina, steps up to the plate in a sacrifice situation. So let's see if that is indeed on right here. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Bunt attempt is popped into foul ground. Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch. And the pitcher is in fact bunting here as he puts this one down. And the off-balance throw beats him at first, and that's a tough play.
Up next for Cincinnati, the center fielder, Michael Jordan.
Now back to the top of the lineup, stepping in, Michael Jordan. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. First pitch of the at-bat. Now a bunt attempt here. Tight game here early on. 4-4 the score here in inning number 4. 1-1 to the Reds leadoff man. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. And this is popped fouled off to the right and back into the seats. Now a fastball, but that's easy to lay off, and it's back to even at 2-2.
These last two guys are making him work quite a bit out there. Both have been long at bats, and all in all, he's had to make 13 throws just to them so far.
Grounded to first. And he'll take this one to the bag for the out, but meanwhile the runner will move up 90 feet to third base.
Up next for Cincinnati, the left fielder, Manny Morales.
Digging in and looking for more, Manny Morales, runner in scoring position with two gone. First delivery to him on the way. Lifted in the air toward the line and right. But this is just going to wind up being a foul ball.
You're lucky if you get one pitch a night right down the middle. Cannot be late on that fastball.
Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. And this is low, ball 2. 2-1. Three balls and a strike to the Reds left fielder.
Part of the order on deck, so keeping this 2-hole hitter off the bags is always important.
And he missed with it there, ball 4. It's a 2-out walk with the runner still at third.
And this is the kind of thing that's been happening to him all season long. He'll cruise for a while, hitting his spots, and all of a sudden the wheels come off and he struggles. We'll see if he can recover here.
He's set and the pitch. Ready with the 0-1. Four runs, 6 hits, and no errors in the game for Cincinnati thus far. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. A couple of walks, but no damage. Back with more Monday Night Baseball following this. Just about set to go for the last of the 4th. But before we do that, here's Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Cubs to discuss his thoughts on his lineup so far. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. They've already worked out 3 walks, so he feels as though that kind of willingness to let the opposition work themselves into trouble will continue to result in good things for them on the scoreboard.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. Digging in to try it again, Jimmy Grimes. He flew out in his last at-bat.
The catcher, Jimmy.
Now the pitch.
Off the plate, ball 1.
The 1-0.
That ball's fast.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. And here's a fastball not close as he runs it to 2-1 now. 2-2 the count. Pulled toward right center field. Center fielder giving chase. He's there and records the first out.
Now batting, the pitcher, Igawa.
Coming to the plate now, Igawa. He's 0 for 1 thus far. First offering on its way. There's a breaking ball that couldn't quite catch the inside. A fastball here, and this is softly hit and fouled off to the left.
Lucky he got a piece right there. He was definitely late on that pitch after seeing a previous off-speed pitch.
And this one runs a little too far in, ball 2.
You certainly know he's not trying to work around the pitcher, but sometimes the hardest thing to do is to throw a strike to a guy that you know won't swing the bat.
Now the 2-1 pitch. Doesn't catch the outside corner. It's a ball.
I love the ability to hold up right there, especially with count leverage. I know you want to get aggressive in the strike zone, but he was able to notice that that wasn't his pitch.
Here's a fly ball, well hit. Racing back, the right fielder. On the warning track, he makes the catch.
Now batting, the center fielder, Adam Greenberg.
And now back to the leadoff spot in the Cubs lineup. Stepping forward, Adam Greenberg. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. First pitch coming. Here it is.
You got to be careful with this guy here. He can really handle the bat. Even though there are 2 outs, he might try to drop one down for a base hit.
This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Left fielder giving chase. He tracks it down, and that will end the inning. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. Through 4, we're tied at 4. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Johnny Duncan.
The right fielder, Johnny Duncan.
First pitch on its way. This is hit down the right field line, but it's going to get out of play for strike 1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. Just behind the fastball there. 2 strikes now. Now a ball sliced out of play down the left field line. Swing and a miss, and he'll start the 5th the same way he ended the 4th with a punch out, 1 away.
Anytime a pitcher locates a fastball on the inside corner, it's going to be a tough pitch to hit. That one was spot on, and he had no answer for it.
At the plate now, Jim Jolly, as the first pitch to him is taken low and away for ball 1. It was a walk in his last trip. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Hit sharply on the ground and into center field as he's aboard with a one-out single.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball's going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
In now, Howard Cronin, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball one. He's 1 for 2 in this one. Two balls and no strikes.
Clearly working the bottom of the zone, trying to get a ground ball for a double play.
Takes this the other way to right, and that'll get down for a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Now batting.
This is the cat and mouse of baseball right here. Batter versus pitcher. You fight so hard as an offensive player to get count leverage. 1-0, 2-0, 3-1. Check out the batting averages in those counts, and then check out the batting averages in even and behind counts with 2 strikes. 2-0, your eyes light up, and that batter didn't miss it.
Hit back up the middle. One there. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. One left for Cincinnati to the bottom of the 5th, halfway home, all even at 4. Stepping in, Pete Armstrong. He singled his last time up.
The left fielder, Pete Armstrong.
First pitch of the at-bat.
Well, he's still out there to start the 5th inning, but it's been a real grind of a start for him. The pitch count is much higher than he'd like it to be, so it's hard to imagine him working really deep into this game.
Lays off again, and it's 2-0.
This is a spot you really don't want to be in with a great hitter like that. You can't just lay one in there, but you also don't want to run the count to 3-0.
2-1. And now our right-handers begun to loosen up in the Cincinnati bullpen. The 2-1 home is strike 2 swinging.
2-2.
Look out. Don't want to hit him there. It's full 3-2.
That's a good pitch right there, but you know, as a base stealer, when you're in the box like that, you want to protect your moneymakers, right? You don't want anything around your knees or your feet, so he was fortunate to get out of the way of that one.
Long run for the center fielder, but he won't get to it, and this should put a man in scoring position to start the inning. And he is into third with a leadoff triple.
Other than a home run, there aren't a whole lot of better ways to start an inning than a triple. Pretty good chance of at least getting 1 run in this inning now.
Now to the plate, Sammy Sosa. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout in this one. First pitch on its way.
Nope, that's the ball. Nope, 1-0.
The 1-0 is a low changeup that's laid off. 5th inning here of a tie ball game, 4-4. Hit hard up the middle, reined in. Throw to first is in time, but meanwhile the runner is in to score.
Really good job of putting the ball in play right there. Even though it wasn't a base hit, it does bring the go-ahead run for his team.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Ryan Buckner. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ballgame. Here's the first pitch to him.
Ball one, no strike.
Hey, if you're going to throw a pitch like that to this guy, that's right where you want to miss. Any lower, and he'll probably make you pay for it.
5 runs, 5 hits. No errors so far for the Cubbies. And it's fouled away. Again, another foul ball. The 1-2. A swing and a high drive to right center field. Gone! Solo shot to right center. First home run of the campaign for him, and it's now 6-4.
Yeah, everyone in the stadium, including the guy in the mound, knew it was just a matter of time until this guy cranked one out of here. Well, that's the first one of the year, and many more are sure to follow.
Here comes the Red skipper up out of the dugout on his way to the mound, and it looks as though that's going to be all for his starter here tonight. So he'll make his way to the dugout after working just 4 1/3, and he just didn't have his best stuff in this one. Brendan Gonzalez enters from the bullpen to do the pitching.
Number 59, Brendan Gonzalez.
Standing in now, J.C. Embry. He swings and hits it foul off to the right and out of play. 2 hits and 2 trips for him thus far. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. Inside and high with that one. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are 2 gone. There's the look at the final line for the Reds starter, and clearly he was off his game this evening.
Yeah, this certainly wasn't what he was anticipating when he left the warm-up mound coming into this one. Couldn't get out of the 5th inning and gave up quite a few runs in this one.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and standing in now the power-hitting second baseman Jason Kipnis. And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
Obviously, the game plan wasn't to let this guy beat you right here. He's already walked twice, and that pitch out of the zone tells me they want nothing to do with him.
Hit down the line at first, but a foul ball, 1-1. Pitch on the way. That's popped up. Metz into shallow left. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire the side. So they get a couple of runs on 2 hits, no errors, and no one left aboard. We're through 5 here at the ballpark. The Cubbies are in front, 6-4. Ready now for Cincinnati. Roger Casilla comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Chased a low ball there, and he's quickly down in the count 0-2. Slow roller left side. There to play it is Zobrist. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th.
Now batting, the pitcher, Brendan Gonzalez.
Willie Gill will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Pinch hitting for Cincinnati, number 33, Willie Gill.
Down the left field line and deep. And this will wind up a foul ball. And he's looking to get it going. Off to a bit of a slow start this year. Line to second, where it's caught there for out number 2.
Now batting, the center fielder, Michael Jordan.
So the batting order turns over now, and set to go Michael Jordan. First pitch coming. Here it is. And with just 5 2/3 innings under his belt, he's about to hit the century mark in his pitch count now.
Yeah, Matty V, and the way baseball is played these days, it's about 6 innings or 100 heaves, and you're pretty much looking for that bullpen. And D-Roll right now, this guy's pretty vulnerable right now at this game.
Yeah, Dan, you are a monster down that bullpen. That's what it seems to be in today's game. There's 5 or 6 of you guys hanging out down there. So he's going to empty the bucket right here until the manager gets him.
Count even at 2-2. The pitch.
3-2.
Got him looking, and that ends the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Reds. Score remains steady at 6-4. Tony Cingrani enters to do the pitching in the bottom of the 6th.
Number 52, Tony Cingrani.
Bottom of the 6th inning now, and next will be the switch hitting third baseman, Ben Zobrist. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Cingrani has finished off more than 1,900 career innings during his time in the big leagues, and has an ERA he'd like to see come down a bit. Starts the day in the high 4s. Set to deliver the 0-1. Now a fastball that's taken close that time, but it's 1-1. Is put in play to the right side of the infield. Scooped up, and an off-balance throw is in time as he takes one away. Wow.
The catcher, number 9, Jimmy Grimes.
Striding into the box, Jimmy Grimes. Here comes the first pitch. There's a changeup taken, but it finds the zone on the inside. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now. 0-2. Looks like the Reds are going to have some stirring in the bullpen as a lefty's begun to heat up down there. 1 out, nobody on. Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone.
Anytime you get rookies just breaking into the big leagues, you have to expect a certain amount of this. There aren't any easy at-bats at this level, and you really have to learn how to slow the game down in your head because everything feels like it's so much faster up here.
Number 12 will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 12, Nick Count stays not out.
Hit the other way out toward right field. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Cubs are down in order. They still lead at 6-4. Luke Little is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
Number 43, Luke Little.
Leading off the inning, Manny Morales, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast? They could certainly use that right now.
Strike one to start the at-bat. The windup and the 0-1. Swing and a miss here, and he's behind in the count now, 0-2.
Oh, I love this, boys. Mano-y-mano. He's coming to get him with back-to-back big-time heaters.
And a check swing. Did he go around? No, says the first base umpire. It's ball 1. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. Just a bit high with the fastball, but didn't get the call.
Hey, leading off an inning in this situation, 3 balls on you. You have to know that a solo shot's not tying this game up. You have to find a way to get on base any way possible.
The 3-2 pitch. Lifted in the air toward the line and right. And foul. Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. That's popped up. And that's in there. Base hit. Leadoff hitters aboard, and that means the tying run will come forward here in the late innings.
Hey, not a bad way to start the nightcap. 3 at-bats, 3 base hits, D-Row.
Yeah, the pressure falls off you after you go 1 for 1. 2 for 2, all smiles. 3 for 3, get the party started.
Into the box, Mark Drake. Line towards center field. Greenberg is right there, 1 down.
That's one of those tough luck outs that'll drive you crazy as a hitter. He drove that fastball but couldn't get it down, so he has to take hard contact as a consolation.
Standing in, Johnny Duncan. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Count 1-0.
And he starts him out with one high and tight. Ball 1. And a fastball there is inside as that one backed him up a bit.
That's a classic piece of pitching right there. You have to back hitters away from the plate to make them a little bit uncomfortable. Now you can go inside or outside. I like that purpose pitch.
2-0 count. The pitch. Too tight with that one. 3-0.
One thing's clear. He's not afraid to pitch inside, right? One pitch ducks him away, then he comes right back with another one. So clearly this pitcher, he's not afraid to work that inner half of the plate.
He's set. Here's the 3-0. And he turns on one, sending it high and deep to right. He lays out for it, but he can't pull it in. And this will kick off the base of the wall. And they'll have runners at second and third following the 1-out double.
Just goes to show you, if you're going to throw that 2-seam fastball away, which I don't think is the best pitch anyway. You better start that thing out of the zone and let it work its way back to the corner. With this one, it started out on the corner, so it leaked back right over the heart of the plate and got whacked.
Julio Teheran takes the mound now, and it appears he's being brought in to face the right-handed batter who waits next.
Yeah, you usually don't hear the term righty specialist very often, but that's kind of how they're using him here, Matt. Most hitters have a harder time against pitchers of the same handedness, so we'll see if this move pans out.
Into the box, Jim Jolly, and it looks like this could be a critical at-bat in this one.
Well, a glance at my scorebook shows they haven't been able to get him out yet, so this could be a fun at-bat to watch.
He's set. Here it comes. Teheran has tossed more than 2,000 major league innings, and in that time he struck out more than 1,600 batters. One 1-0 pitch on the way, and he won't bite at that point either. It's 2-0.
Hey, you want to talk about being in a zone? This guy's been raking lately, and it all starts with his pitch selection. 2 great takes, and he's almost daring the pitcher just go ahead and challenge him.
Too high, and it's 3-0.
Everyone in the ballpark knows what the pitcher's intentions are in this situation. Great job at the plate to lay off a tough pitch in a good spot.
And he misses ball 4, so he comes out of the bullpen and immediately walks the first man he faces.
The catcher, number 35, Howard.
In now for the Reds, Howard Cronin, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. A ball and no strikes. One 1-0 count. Here it is.
Clearly, this is a tough situation to be on the mound, but the key here is minimizing. They're up by 2, so if he could find a way to get out of this bases loaded jam by only giving up 1 run, that would be clutch.
1-1 pitch is a slider that's cut on and missed for strike 2. Two balls and 2 strikes to the Reds catcher. Two pitches fouled away. From the belt, kicks and deals.
When you're playing close games like this, base runners mean everything, so he can ill afford to start giving away free passes.
The 3-2 pitch. And that misses. Ball 4. A run will come in to score.
And this is a great example of what happens when you can't find the strike zone. The first walk of the inning looked harmless enough, but this one brings a runner home. Self-inflicted wounds are always the hardest to swallow.
So a crucial moment here, and standing in, Claude Metz, as he'll go to work on trying to bring home the tying run from third. From the stretch.
1-0.
Obviously a huge situation in the game here, but at the plate he's got to keep it simple. He can't try to do too much just because the bases are juiced. At the very least, just find a way to get that tying run home from third.
That's wide. 2-0.
Nowhere to put anybody. 2-0 count, not a good spot to be in as a pitcher.
One out with the possible tying and go-ahead runs on base here. Swing and a fly ball. And this should at least get home the tying run. The catch is made. Here comes the tying run from third. Tag not in time. It's a big 2-out hit, and that ties the ball game.
That was a really good at-bat right there. You're trying to tie this thing up any way that you can. He hits the sac fly to the outfield, and the tying run comes in to score.
First pitch of the at-bat. Roger Casilla is in with 2 away as he takes a ball 1-0.
He's already walked 2 in this inning already. This guy just can't seem to find the strike zone.
Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. Swing and a miss on a pitch outside. 1-2 now.
I wouldn't be surprised if he uses aggressiveness against him right here. If you're going to get a swing outside the zone 1-1, might as well fish a little bit further.
From the stretch, the 1-2. Two men are on with 2 men out. Now about a 58-foot breaking pitch that he wisely lays off here.
Pretty good breaking ball to lay off of right there. If I'm pitching, I might think this guy might be sitting on something off speed.
The set and the 2-2. Waved at and missed for the 3rd out. Not much of a chance at hitting that one, and the inning is over. So it's 2 runs on 2 hits, no errors, and a couple of men left. On now to the bottom of inning number 7, and we are all even at 6 apiece. Bottom of the inning now, and next will be a speed threat in the form of outfielder Adam Greenberg.
Adam Greenberg.
First pitch coming. Here it is.
This guy loves to drop the head on those pitches down and in. I'm shocked he went in there, but he's able to jump ahead and get away with it.
Set to deliver the 0-1.
1-1.
Softly hit to the left side, and this will be no problem over at third, and there's the first out.
Left fielder number 4, Pete Armstrong.
So in now for Chicago, Pete Armstrong, already 2 for 2. He'll look to add on right here. First offering on its way. Strike taken up in the zone. The 0-1 delivery. Now a big swing, and this ball is crushed out to deep center field. And it's gone into the bleachers. Well, we've now seen 4 homers combined between these 2 clubs today. What are your thoughts, guys?
Yeah, Matty B, you don't see this very often, D-Row, when it's cold and chilly like this. Wind blowing in a little bit, but we're still seeing a lot of home runs.
Yeah, Dan, I can't explain it. Let's just tip our hats to both offenses right now because they came to play. Moving traffic against this cold weather, not easy to do.
Sammy Sosa is at the plate as he watches ball 1. And that's just off the corner and low, ball 2.
This inning really feels like it's getting away from him out there. As a reliever, you can't let that happen. Nothing you can do about what's already happened, and it's only going to get worse if you're not focusing on the guy in the batter's box.
2 balls and a strike. To 2-2 now.
Hey, boys, you talking about getting your A swing off right here? That's what it looks like. A guy with massive power letting it eat.
The 2-2. And he fouls this one off. Fouled off. Good battle here. This will be the 7th pitch coming up. Fouled away. And he's getting his money's worth up there now. It's full 3-2.
He's definitely going to want to get greedy in his zone, and he's obviously seeing the ball well, or he would have swung at that pitch. Sometimes in these long, epic at-bats, you start to get into swing mode.
Neither guy giving in. Here's the next one. There's ball 4.
And I'm sure the manager is just fine with that. I mean, it's better to battle a slugger like that to the end and end up walking him than serving on up where he can really hurt you.
Ryan Buckner will stand in yet again as we flash you back to the middle innings. This was a turning point here. A solo home run that was really one of the key at-bats of the ball game to this point. Before the first pitch, a check at first. And the runner back. First pitch on its way. A pitch out. The throw. And that'll be in plenty of time and a perfect call on the pitch out there.
Well, they guessed right on the first pitch out. Sometimes you have to wait a pitch or two in the at-bat to try that, but they must have had a pretty good idea he was going to be on the move.
Now the 1-0. Grounder down the line at third, but a foul ball. 1-1. 2 out, nobody on. Now a flare out toward right center. In there, a base hit.
Boy, so frustrating as a pitcher. You make a quality pitch on the inside half of the plate right there. Try to bust him in, D-Row, and he fights it off the other way.
Yeah, you tip your hat to the pitcher right there. He executed his pitch, but nice job by the offensive player fighting. It doesn't matter what it looks like. A knock's a knock.
J.C. Embry will stand in, and as he does, we'll flash you back to the first inning of the ball game. A 3-run shot had him off and running right out of the gate. From the stretch, here's the pitch.
Hey, great job pounding the zone. Strike 1. When you got a great hitter in the box, got to get ahead. Count leverage is a must.
Swing, and there it goes. He got all of that ball. This one's into the bleachers and gone. So a 2-run shot to left center, his second home run of the game as they jump ahead by 3. Now we're going to have a conference at the home plate area, so it would appear that we'll see a double switch here. Brad Naquin will come on to pitch now as he'll move into the 8th spot in the lineup on the double switch here. Michael Black is into the ball game as well as he'll slide into the pitcher's spot, hitting 9th now on the double switch.
Number 39, Michael Black.
Stepping in now, Jason Kipnis.
Second baseman.
As the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike one. Naquin, a 25-year-old, he's in his 3rd season as a major league player. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Three runs already home here. Popped him up. Drake has a play. And the inning is over. So 2 home runs in the inning lead to 3 runs on the scoreboard. 8th inning coming up. The Cubs are on top 9-6. Digging in the switch hitter, number 39, and he's getting his first plate appearance here in the 8th after entering off the bench just a little bit ago. Now here's the pitch. And the first pitch of the inning here misses down and in for a ball. That's 1-0. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Into his windup, here comes the 1-0. Lifted the other way down the left field line, and that will end up a foul ball. To 1-2 now. Here's the pitch.
Not sure if that was a great take or if he got locked up on a 2-seamer running away, but either way, it worked out well for him. That's a well-thrown pitch, though.
Smoked the other way, high and deep to left. Back on it is the left fielder. Gone to lead off the inning. A solo shot here to left. Home run number 3 here in the early going as this lead has been sliced down to 2.
No surprise with that swing of the bat. This guy is simply one of the best in the game right now. There's not too many guys that take a beautiful hack like that in the league.
At the plate, Michael Jordan.
Center fielder.
As he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball 1. Struggling so far in this one and looking to erase his 0-for-4 ball game right here. Now the 1-0. Popped up. But this will land untouched. A ball and 2 strikes now.
This pitcher's bringing it with some high velo. You better get that front foot down early and get ready or he's going to throw it right by you.
Tough pitch to lay off there, but he did, and it's even up at 2-2.
Hey, they tried to tie him up on that last pitch, so I like that they went away with this one. The execution didn't work, but I like the idea behind it.
Got him on the good slider there. Swung on and missed as he's down on strikes for the 2nd time tonight.
Really good late bite on that slider right there. The best ones have that late action that just darts at the last minute. They're so tough to get the bat on, and when you've got that good slider going, it's a great strikeout pitch.
Ronnie Wickert gets the call as he'll pitch with 1 gone in the top of the 8th.
Number 0, Ronnie Wickert.
Into the box now, Manny Morales. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. trying to keep it going. A perfect 3 for 3 thus far. And boy, big problems here to start this at-bat. It's 0-2 now.
Woo, that was an ugly swing. If I'm pitching right now, I'm throwing that same pitch again. That was ugly.
Inside, as that perhaps will back him off a bit. 1-2.
Wow, kind of an interesting pitch call there. The batter flailed at the pitch away on the previous one, so you'd think you'd go right back there, but instead they decided to come in. Make him prove he can adjust before you do.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. High and deep down the left field line. And no one will get this one. Now another 1-2. Struck him out.
He put up a pretty good battle at the plate right there. They finally get him on a 1-2 pitch, but you could see that he wasn't laying down without a fight. He really made the pitcher earn that strikeout.
In now, Mark Drake. Popped him up. Buckner over to his left. And the inning is over. Reds get one of the runs back on this solo dinger. On now to the bottom of inning number 8. It's the Cubs 9 and the Reds 7. Bottom of inning number 8 set to go. And standing in is the veteran third baseman, Ben Zobrist. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And that's taken high and outside for ball 1. Right-hander starts to loosen out in the bullpen now. The 1-0 is roped to left, a base hit, and he'll break through with a solid knock here, his first of the ball game. With that, the Cubs get their leadoff man aboard.
Last pitch was a fastball, tries to double up with the same piece of cheese, and it gets turned around. Nice piece of hitting.
So now to the plate, Jimmy Grimes, as the first pitch misses high and inside for ball 1. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Got him to swing at a pitch below the knees, 1-1.
That's exactly the pitch you don't want to be chasing in these situations. He's going to keep that ball down below the hollow of the knee, try and get you to ground into a double play. You have to set your sights at least belt high.
The 1-1 home is swung on and missed, and that's strike 2. The 1-2. And he struck him out. Well, this has been a bullpen game for some time now, but let's go back and review the performances of the 2 starters, neither of whom turned in an outing to remember. Freddie Santiago will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 27, Freddie Santiago.
Fastball just misses. That's ball 1.
Now 1-0.
The 1-0 home Misses, ball 2.
Now this is the kind of count this guy feeds on at the plate. You can bet he's geared to hit the fastball right here.
Here's the 2-0. 2 balls and a strike.
That pitch looked like it could have been a little high, but he's been calling that pitch all night. Kind of rough for a pinch hitter, but I'm sure his teammates let him know that's where the zone has been.
In the air, down the line in left. And this will wind up a foul ball. Runner at first here, 1 man out. And it's fouled away. The 2-2 one more time. He swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. That's back-to-back strikeouts now as they've been unable to advance that leadoff single into scoring position.
Yeah, clearly no problems working out of the stretch right now, Matt. He's taking control this inning after giving up that hit. Now we'll see if he can finish it off strong as well.
Into the box, Adam Greenberg, as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. One ball and 1 strike to the Cubs leadoff batter. One ball and 2 strikes to count.
It's going to be back to some serious tee work if he can't put that pitch in play right in his wheelhouse.
Now a move over to first, and he'll dive back in. 2 out with the man at first. Swing and a miss got him reaching. And that ends the inning. So no runs on a hit here, no errors, 1 man left on. We've played 8 full. The Cubs lead this one 9-7. Thomas Nicholas takes the ball now in inning number 9, looking to close the door.
Thomas Nicholas.
Striding in to start the 9th, Johnny Duncan, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Looks like a tall order trying to tie or take the lead against this guy who leads the league in saves.
1 ball, no strikes to count. Sent on the ground out to second. Kipnis is there. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway.
Now batter, the first baseman, Jim Jolly.
Digging in, Jim Jolly. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
Oh, that's out.
1 out, nobody on. One and 1 the count. And this ball runs away for ball 2. 2-1. Fastball hit on the ground is short. Fielded cleanly. On to first, and now the Reds are down to their final out here.
Now batting, catcher, Howard Cronin.
Now at the plate, Howard Cronin, and he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the 9th. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. To first. Oh, and he has some trouble with it. Throw on to first. He'll be in time to get him. And the Cubs have claimed the 4th consecutive victory here as this ball game is over.
4 wins in a row for these guys, and I'm sure they're feeling pretty good about themselves. We'll see how long they can keep this up.
9-7, the final score in this ball game. The Cubbies jumped ahead in the 7th inning and never gave the lead back. Julio Teheran gets the win in relief, his 2nd of the year. Thomas Nicholas earns the save out of the bullpen, his 6th. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.